What's up? It's Mikko from MO Sound Lab, and this is our second ever episode for Mikko's Guitar Hacks. Let's see what's up this time. Okay, before we get into the hack of the day, this is the very second guitar hack video we've made. The very first one was about pre-EQ before your amplifier, so go check out that video. I'll put it somewhere in here. Today we'll be talking about something you can do to your guitar that makes it way tighter and better. Something very simple that I do to most of my guitars, and this is actually something that you guys ask me about when you see it, like what is that? So this is very simple. I have it on my Gibson Les Paul here. You can see it here. I have it on my Ritchie Sambora Strat here, as you can see. I have it on all of my Music Man Petrucci guitars. And I even do it on the most expensive guitars that I have. So this is a PRS Custom 24. I have it here on the headstock. And I've also done the other hack that's a part of this on the back side. So what am I really talking about here? So I thought the best way to actually show you this hack is to do it to one of my guitars. So this is my custom guitar. This is what we call blue jeans in Finnish. But anyways, this is a custom guitar. So I picked out the wood, and this is a full rosewood neck, and everything is very awesome and just the way I want it on this guitar. The only thing is that I don't have this mod done to this. So how would I hear this? Let's have a listen to me playing this guitar. Okay, did you catch it there? Let me pull mute again. So when I stop playing, especially after doing a palm mute of some sort, you can easily hear that the guitar is still ringing out. So what you're actually hearing is this. Very slightly when I stop playing, and also this. Very pleasant sounding, right? So just have another round of listening to when I stop playing. It's very clear and easy to hear. May not be a problem to some players, but for me, I just can't leave. Knowing that that's happening. So the very simple trick is to just mute the strings at the headstock and your tremolo springs here on the back side. So it's very easy to do. I do realize there are accessories for making this happen. Personally, I just enjoyed being very transparent, and also it's a very easy mod to do yourself. Don't really need to spend money on this that much. So what I have here is just a small piece of some kind of foam material. I think this one came out of a phone case when I bought a new phone. I still have plenty left. Whenever you kind of find some kind of foam, works perfectly. I have a pair of scissors here. I'm gonna be placing this right at the nut here. So, you know, just have a rough estimate measurement of where you want it to go and cut from there. I can see what I did previously here, so I'm just gonna cut straight from there. Boom. I have a nice strip of foam here. Very small, very simple, not kind of difficult to do yourself. So what I do is I put it here, right next to the nut, and you don't want it to be too big, so it affects the tuning stability of your guitar. So actually right now I can see this is too much. So if I remember correctly, I can actually cut this down to be half the thickness. Like this. So now I have half the thickness for this. Should be enough for this guitar. should be kind of gliding into the position, because you don't want it to push the strings. You'll have some tuning stability issues if you do it that way. So right now it's set there, and what I do is just very carefully, not ding my guitar, just cut out the excess from the sides. Very simple, very simple guitar hack. And even now with that kind of small hack here, it should be way better already. And as you can now hear, it's mostly coming from me actually letting go of the strings, so that takes care of that headstock ringing out. At least it mutes it enough where I can't really hear it with this guitar tone. Now the backside of this specific guitar doesn't actually have any casing for it. It doesn't have a cover. So this is kind of a little bit problematic. Usually I do a very dirty, easy job and then just put the cover in and it'll stick there. But what I have to do here is to mute this. Once again, there are kind of accessories for doing it. I think they even make springs specifically that don't ring out. So they have like a rubber on top and they will not ring. That's like probably the easiest way to do this. But if you want to do it yourself, like I do, I'll just cut, once again, some of this foam. The more thickness you have on the foam, the more muting you have. But once again, you need to be careful that you're not kind of pushing the springs, just like you don't want to be pushing those strings on the front side. So I'm just gonna do a very simple trick of just having this going on top here and then back on the bottom of this. So it's not pretty. It's not meant to be. It's rock and roll. Doesn't mean to be. It doesn't really need to be that pretty. So now let's turn the volume up for the guitar. Now we don't have any issues here. So now if I play the guitar, it sounds like this. So there's none of this, and there's none of this. It just plays exactly the same, just as it did before, just doesn't have that annoying ring when you stop playing, and you can actually play tightly now. So this is what it sounds like. So there you go, very simple, very easy. Go check out Mikko's guitar hack number 1 here or there or somewhere, and see you on the next one. Subscribe and like the video, really helps out a lot. Thank you.